We're talking about mind shift to achieve more with less. And today's the day we're going to do it. What if working harder isn't the answer? What if it's the key to success? Working smarter. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. I'm your host. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm Keith Phyllis, where we are here to break down the steps to growth, success, and how to reach the fullest potential you have inside of me here. Just a reminder, guys, this is an R-rated, X-rated experience. Just a fair warning that we got folks here who like to drop some colorful language. So if you got little ones around, I invite you to put the earphones in or walk them out of the room and just say, hey, there just might not be some language appropriate for you here today on the show. Hey, today we're all about shifting mindset. We talk mindset often on the show. We're going to continue the conversation today about shifting mindset to achieve more with less effort. No, it's not about being lazy. It's not about being going halfway. No, it's about achieving more success, less effort, getting shit done. We'll dive into what's draining your energy, what's distracting your focus, and how to break free to start winning with less grind. If you're starting your day right now and you're wondering what the hell's going on, do I hit the snooze button? Do I get out of bed? Do I get moving? Hey, I invite you to get your ass out of bed and get moving and ask yourself what's distracting that focus. And of course, we got here today, see Marty Fit, John Anderson, producer Flynn's away today, and producer Jimmy, he's holding down the fort, but I know the typhoon might be holding him down. Jimmy, of course, joins us from the Philippines, and they're having some weather issues over there. So we're hoping that the power of the internet and everything works out for Jimmy. But hey, that's why today's show is about how to achieve more with less. There's less of us around here today. Of course, we got a special guest joining us on the show today, Carl Grant III. Not the first, not the second. No, he was on the previous carnations of Morning in the Lab. We got Carl Grant III joining us here today. He's a best-selling author, CEO with over 25 years of business development experience, working with top-tier firms like PwC and Cooley LLP. He'll be sharing insights on abundance mindset, how to achieve more by working smarter. Yes, gentlemen, smarter, not harder. And you know what? You know how we do it here in the lab. We have engaging conversations in the Morning Loop. We got Morning Loop Reloaded coming up in the second hour. We got In the Gym with John and Marty. They're going to lean into this idea of hitting the gym and getting more done with less. Guys, it's not about going in and always lifting heavier. It's not about going in and doing, okay, I did 45 minutes yesterday, I got to do 60 today. No. You're going to hear from John and Marty. Sometimes actually less or smarter is actually more. And I'm the first person to subscribe to this. Sometimes I'm chasing the feeling I end up doing more and not accomplishing what I'm really up to. AJ Zeglin going to join us here today for the Mind Fuel segment. We're going to talk about the power of no. We got November's coming around the corner there. We're going to lean into the idea of no and how to achieve more with less. And of course, we're going to talk business and branding in hour two. And of course, we got the creator spotlights. Okay, Jimmy, if you're there, my friend, I'm going to pivot over to this camera right here. Let's bring our crew up on stage. There they are. There's John Marty. John's in black on black. Marty's on black. We are in it looks like we got a little theme going on here today. Billis is in black on black, and so is John and Marty. And we are accented by the lovely sounds, lovely colors of red. Keith's got the red logo on his hat. Marty's got the red headset. Johnny's got the red hat with a fuck mental weakness shirt. We're all here. Gentlemen, how are you today?
I feel amazing. Like $1 million, man. Yesterday was a scheduled day off from the gym, and I am healed, and I'm ready to tear the fucking head off a lion today.
That's how I feel on Mondays when I take Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I did back yesterday, so I don't feel like that today. But
no. And as we learned, Marty, the back is a massive muscle. So you must have clearly crushed it yesterday. What did you get done for back workout? You know what, Marty? I got a little story here that if we have time to pull up today, I found a little story about Rock's go-to back workout. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, of course. He's got a pillar. He's got a pillar exercise he always talks about. But Marty, what did you crush yesterday on the back, brother?
Seated row, lat pull down, bent over row, curls, pull-ups. A little bit of everything, man.
You walked out like this, eh? Just like this, this big laugh.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I feel like John Anderson today.
I see you in the comments, and good morning, FNDT Dog. What's up? I invite you guys to subscribe to the channel, like the channel, say what you got to say, but we are here every single day. Johnny, I know you were taking active recovery day yesterday, so you say you got up today just looking to attack the day, did you?
Yeah, I could feel it. By about 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, I was starting to chomp the bit like, oh, fuck, here we go. I could feel it was like in the morning, I can't say I was hurting, but I could I was a little off. Hence the fact that I stepped on my dick a few times in my segments. Normally not me. My brain was just not as clear. A lot of times I could feel it in my head before my body. And so by the end of the day, my body had caught up. And it's like everything just starts to come together. And I could feel myself like, oh, here we go. I can just feel it bubbling up. And then I was up at, Jesus Christ, I was up at 2:30 today.
Dude, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. The alarm, I was like, come on, man, you got to stay in bed till at least 3 o'clock. And I was like, I'm going to sit here and stare at the ceiling. No, I'm going to do some I'm going to get up and start enjoying the day.
Good for you. Good for you, man. Good for you. And Marty, you were cracking the light of dawn too this morning.
Not on purpose. I just couldn't sleep for whatever reason, man. It just fucking a couple of times a month, I just can't sleep. I'm just up.
Let me tell you, it's after big muscles, when you after leg work, a nasty leg workout or nasty workout, very often you're not going to sleep well. That's just the nature of the game. So
maybe that's.
So here's the trick of the trade. What you got to do, if you can, move that workout a little bit earlier in your day, because what happens is your body, it's all wound up. You're beating up on it. It's under attack. And it's like, it takes a while to settle it back down. So, and usually you'll be hungrier the next day too. And because the body's trying to heal from them. It's a lot of tissue that you broke down.
Yes. Hey, I got a question for both you boys. A relatability question for our audience. I know you guys are extremely disciplined, very, very much into habits and habit stacking. And you knock your boxes off as you go through your day, but you're also human and you get tired. And I know when I get tired, my body and my mind wants to chase carbohydrates and bad food. So Johnny, Marty, when you guys are tired and chasing, your mind is a little foggy and your mind is a little off. And John, I'll start with you yesterday. Make yourself relatable to the audience. I know you're disciplined, highly disciplined, but I got to assume, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to make some assumptions here. When you're tired and foggy and just a little bit off, do you see yourself still struggle sometimes with wanting to reach for that comfort? Or have you conditioned yourself to say fucking no? Or Terry's, Johnny, what are you doing? Or make yourself relatable to somebody tuning in right now who's also, Johnny actually has the troubles too when he's tired.
It's all the above. So yesterday, what I did was I made sure that I had my food ready to go, because if I'm in a position where I'm going to have to get up, I'm going to feel a little goofy, call it whatever goofy, summarize everything you just said. I got to make a food choice. I got to open up the refrigerator. And what am I going to eat? I got all the food that I'm supposed to eat in there, but I'm not going to make even a good decision with my food. So basically Terry and I made these. It was crazy. I made a video on it. It was 20. I said in the video 20 pounds, but I was actually mistaken. 22 pounds of ground beef. There was so much, we had to get a goddamn bucket to mix it up. And so basically each one of these things came out at basically 3/4 of a pound cooked. So I was basically, in a day like that, I'm tired. I know I got to eat. I was basically eating one of these about every 2.5 hours. So every time I was time to eat, I knew exactly what I was going to eat. So basically, to answer your question, how I deal with not making the bad decisions on that day, I know it's going to be hard. So I make the decisions ahead of time. I don't make the decisions in a state where I know that I'm not a good decision maker. And that way it's just premeditated. All I got to do is go. And she made this ripping salad. I call it her crack salads because they're so fucking good. I can't stop eating them. Jesus Christ. I told her, I said, look, you got to pull the throttle back on these things because they're so fucking good. I'll eat until I pop. It's salad, so it's easy to justify, right?
Yes.
So basically I had one of these burgers with a couple of big tongs of the salad on top, and I just made my decision, and boom. And then even better, she cooked a couple of big old nasty tomahawks for my last meal. So it was a good day of eating, but all decided at a time.
Yeah. You crush burgers with bun or bunless?
Come on, man. You gotta ask that question.
I'm just asking for the audience.
Christ.
Come on, man. You're talking too much.
There's of course. The bunless for sure. But let me say something. If I was to eat the bun, I'm just talking about me, not everybody.
Yeah.
I would not feel well because that processed food really it makes me feel poorly. So for me, I've eaten in a way where I've found I eat in a way that makes me feel good. So when I eat something like a bun and it makes me feel poorly, the pleasure it's not even close to outweighing I guess you'd say the consequence. And so for me, it's very easy.
And I knew the answer, but again, I go back to our show, and I go back to bands who were in concerts, right? Like you think about Metallica, right? They're like, oh my God, do I got to play for Sandman again? I've played that fucking 800 times in my career, and this audience wants to hear it. But there's people that are listening right now who doesn't eat the bun. But Marty, as you go through same question to you, as you chase days where you're tired, are you as disciplined in advance to get your food ready? Or are there days you're like, fuck, I'm making a bad decision, I'm just going to deal with it?
Nah, stay disciplined. Anytime I make a bad decision, it's not on a frustrating day.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's not. It's usually with friends or an event. But I stay locked in. Yeah, I stay locked in.
And then, Marty, when you find yourself making a bad decision, do you beat yourself up in your head? Or have you gotten to where you don't, Good for you.
Never. Because my habits are too good on the regular to even get mad at it.
Yes.
That 100%. And then on that level, just to go a little further, if I was going to eat some carbohydrates, which occasionally I'll do it based on where I am and what's going on.
Yeah.
It's surely not going to be a fucking bun for me. A bun is processed food. For example, if I was to have some rice, a single ingredient food, I would feel fine. It's not the carbohydrate that does it. It's the form of carbohydrate.
Yes.
That does it.
Yeah. So I crushed Lauren made some incredible meatballs last night and with some high protein pasta, like very high protein, high nutrients and just a little bit of it. But that's what I crushed. But those meatballs, man, just non-freaking stop crushing. Anyways, all right, let's keep it rolling here. I know today's topic, gentlemen, is about achieving more with less effort. But here's the thing. We all have barriers that stop us from making that mindset shift. We're talking about with John and Marty, making bad decisions, good decisions with food. And some of those barriers are external. Tight schedules, friends' influences, out late at night, overwhelming demands, or even the expectations of others or yourself. But here's the reality, guys. Those toughest barriers are the internal ones, the self-doubt. That's why I asked Marty the question. When he makes bad choices, he beat himself out. Does he beat himself up? That self-doubt, the fear of change, the need to stay busy, the need to do something just to feel productive. But nation, I'm going to tell you something. Achieving more with less effort starts with getting brutally honest about what's driving your effort in the first place. It's pausing, slowing down, and asking what you're doing. Are you grinding because you believe that it's necessary, or are you grinding because it's a habit? That is the key question. So whether it's a fear of slowing down, or it's a fear of being judged, or a comfort zone that is no longer serving you, today is about recognizing those patterns, Business Athlete Nation, and breaking free from them. I want you to think about this. If you can change one habit while listening to Marty, listening to John, myself, or Carl coming up today, you could change one habit or belief right now. That would free up your energy. Think about that. Think about that. You hear Marty and John talking often about making decisions the night before. So you get up in the morning and you have a bunch of decisions to make. We got another one to make. So think about it. For me, it's about focusing on the impact over the effort. When I'm doing something, I'm asking myself, what's the impact I'm going to have over the effort that I'm doing? It's not about how hard I work or how many hours I put in. I know I'm putting the work in. I know I'm showing up. It's what I do. But it's about being intentional. That keyword, being intentional with my time and my energy, making sure that things move the needle. Listen, it's not easy. The real magic happens when you trust yourself enough to work smarter, not harder. So Business Athlete Nation, today I'm going to challenge you. What's one shift you can make that will unlock more wins with less effort? I invite you, drop it in the comments, drop it in the LinkedIn feed. Let me know, let John, let Marty knows what's one thing you're going to do. And remember, no month is around the corner. If you want to say yes to a big goal, you're probably going to have to say no to many more along the way. All right, let's get to the accountability check-in. But before we do that, Jimmy, I want to quickly throw a video on screen here that I don't see Carl here in the stream yet here. So, Carl, I see you in the horizontal stream. Carl, you have a link in your inbox there, which I need to get you in the vertical stream as well. So you have two streams that I need you to get on there, Carl. So if you can open up that second link there, that'll get you onto that vertical stream as well. But before I do that, what's going on, Joseph Hernandez? I see you there in the comments. Marty, Jimmy, Johnny, did you guys see the video dropped by Nike yesterday with LeBron and Bronny?
No.
Was that the when he put the cereal in the truck?
Yeah, that's funny, man. So I want to throw.
I got a video for John Anderson too.
I'm going to throw this on the screen. Jimmy,
it's serious. He used my whole name. That's got to be serious shit.
I got a fun video here I want to show before we go to the accountability check-in and bring Carl Grant in. But so we were talking LeBron and Bronny yesterday, and I just wanted to follow it up. But Jimmy, I got the vertical, you got the horizontal. Let's rock and roll. Do this here. Check this out, guys.
Let's check it out.
Check this out, Johnny. Look at this. All right, man. This is the best. There's Bronny going to the car.
Oh, mercy. Oh.
And then look at Dad just driving away.
Hey, Rook, better not be late.
Yo, are you serious? Come on, man.
Hey, clean up my driveway. It's a mess.
Yo, you're too old for this.
I love that, man. And I thought that's the theme, right? How to achieve more with less effort. There wasn't a lot of effort there. He went and got a bunch of cereal, dumped it into his kid's car, and just set up the camera and said, let's go see what's going to happen. I thought that was pretty funny, man. I loved seeing that commercial. And of course, Nike does that. But Marty, when you saw it, would you get a little crack of that or what?
Was that the commercial or did he really do that? Like, I want to know if he really did the prank and they happened to just record it. He was like, yo, I'm going to do this prank on Bronny.
I got to see.
Was it staged?
I got to think it was a bit of both because I saw the Nike swoosh at the end there, but I just thought it was a pretty humorous side of things.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, I don't even know how many. I don't think I can count that. How many goddamn boxes of cereal must have taken to fill that car.
know,
Dude,
right?
it would have been a ton. It would have been absolutely a ton. All right, Jimmy, let's rock and roll. We got Carl Grant hanging out in the green room in the center stage. I see you, Carl, in the vertical stream and the horizontal.
Keith, you there?
Did we lose him, brother?
Did we lose
Oh,
Keith?